Hey everyone, Kingdom Kid here with my honorable mentions and games I didn't play of 2025. That's right, I'm sorry that this video is coming out so late. Same with my top 10 games. I usually try to get them done in January, but just a lot of stuff came up. Just trying to make videos in general to make sure that I have 2 videos every day. The streams and just other stuff kind of getting in the way for that. So I always release this the day after my top 10, so then it's like, hey, there's games that what about the games I didn't mention that I could have been on here? There's definitely a lot of those games on the video, like in terms of the montages at the start and the end. But yeah, so this video is to me talk about games that I didn't play and that I did play that came out in 2025, and the reason why they did not come out on my list for one reason or another. Now, I also want to apologize for, I don't know what's up with OBS, or not OBS, Audacity. Audacity has this weird thing where it's like, where it'd be like, oh, we just lost your audio there for like a minute or two, or not that long, but it's like, what the fuck does that happen? So why does that happen? I don't know. We'll see. I digress. But anyway, guys, let's go with my honorable mention games of 2025. I'm going to start off with the games that I didn't play, and I'll tell you why for one reason or another, and then I'll talk about the games I did play and that didn't make the list for one reason or another. So, straight up, these are games that I didn't play, as in I didn't even buy them, or, yeah. So, yeah. Starting off is Dynasty Warriors Origins. I do like the Dynasty Warrior games and the Warrior-like games. They're pretty fun, but I just didn't pick this one up. Ninja Gaiden 2 Black. It wouldn't have been on my list anyway, even if I did pick this up, because it's technically like a remake or a remaster of an old game, so that wouldn't go on there. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Now, I've heard this game is actually really fun. One of my friends plays it, and I don't know, maybe one of these days I will pick it up, but obviously I won't play the first one first, so we'll see with that. The Legend of Heroes Trails Through Daybreak 2. I kind of just started that series right now, and that's like the 13th entry, or maybe even like the 15th entry or something like that, so that's why it's on there. Avowed, it was only Xbox Steam exclusive. I don't have an Xbox or Steam account, so there's that, and I wasn't that interested in it anyway, even though it is coming out for the PlayStation 5 sometime this year. So same with another Xbox exclusive game that I think I have on here too. Monster Hunter Wilds, I'm not a big fan. Like, I played the demo for Monster Hunter Worlds, I believe it was, and I tried it for a little bit, but I just couldn't really fully grasp it, So that's one of the reasons. So I just haven't played any Monster Hunter games. Split Fiction, I would have loved to play that game, but I didn't pick it up, unfortunately. I'm actually surprised that game did not get nominated for Game of the Year, which, I mean, to be fair, I've heard it's also not as strong as the other 2 games of that, especially not It Takes Two and A Way Out. So there's that. Assassin's Creed Shadows, I don't know, I'm kind of in a love-hate relationship with Assassin's Creed in a way. Like, I kind of like the games, but then, it's Ubisoft, who are just a bunch of idiots. So there's that. Bleach Rebirth of Souls. I like the Bleach, not games, but I like the Bleach anime, and I just didn't pick that up. I did watch someone play for a little bit, so I'm like, oh, that looks cool. South of Midnight, that's the other Xbox exclusive game that I believe is coming out for PlayStation sometime this year. Actually, I think it's coming out March or maybe February. I can't remember. I said it looks fine. Like, it looks good. I might pick it up for the PlayStation 5 and maybe play it. I don't know. I still haven't played the Indiana Jones game that came out for PlayStation 5 last year. So there's that. The Lunar Remastered games, I did pick that up. I just haven't played it yet. That's an old PlayStation 1 game. So just Lunar 1 and 2 are in that collection, or remastered collection. And yeah, I just I never played those games. Unlike Onimusha, but like unlike Suikoden, which I'll talk about that later. But yeah, so I never played that. So I will want to play this at some point. So as a series or not, I don't know. There's a lot of stuff going on series-wise. So Elden Ring, Night Rain. I'm just not a big fan of the whole, oh, you're forced to do this with people type games. Because I'm like, especially when you're like trying to do it with people that you don't know, is like, this is definitely one of those games that's like, you have to be like coordinated, be like, hey, we're going to go do this, we're going to go do that, and such. And it's just, yeah, was it good? Fantasy Life I, The Girl Who Steals Time. I've heard those games are kind of okay. Like, they're fine. I may pick that up at some point because it does look charming. Onimusha 2 Samurai's Destiny. I did not pick that up. Actually, I did pick it up fairly recently. I think it was that and the Onimusha 1 remaster, Warlords, were like in a collection for like only like $20 during like I think like the New Year's sale that PlayStation had going on. So I picked it up then. I have played those games before, but obviously it's a remake, so it wouldn't have made the list anyway. Mind's Eye, that's just a whole debacle. Shadow Labyrinth is a weird like Pac-Man-like game. Well, not even Pac-Man-like, it's based on Pac-Man or something like that. It's weird, but I don't know. I haven't even seen gameplay of it outside of, trailers, but we'll see. I might pick that up. Wu Chain Fallen Feathers. I did not pick that game up. I think it's somewhat Souls-like, kind of similar to Wukong Black Myth Wukong, kind of like that in a way. I think my cousin's played it because I just noticed that on my PlayStation right now. Then, so I might pick that up at some point. Mafia: The Old Country. Just never been a fan of Mafia games or even played Mafia games, so I've heard maybe they might be fine. I've heard like this one's kind of very linear as opposed to some of the other ones, or at least Mafia 2 or 3, whichever one's the one everyone likes. But yeah. Kirby and the Forgotten Land Star-Crossed World. I have not picked up that update version of the game yet. I would love to do that and then maybe do whatever the new stuff is as like a little mini series because it shouldn't be that long. Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater. I did pick it up. I just haven't played it. It wouldn't have made the list anyway because it's a remake / remaster of an old game. But yeah. Borderlands 4. I don't mind the Borderlands games, but like, I don't know, just the way Borderlands 3 got me and like, I don't know, where I'm like, fighting and it's like I'm getting my ass kicked even though I'm like at the level they want you to and such like that. It's a pain in the ass. Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. I was raced out, like Mario Kart World came out not that like 3 months before, then that came out, and then Kirby Air Race came out like a month or two after, so it was like a lot of kart racing. So Little Nightmares 3, I did just play Little Nightmares 1 as a stream for Halloween, and I do want to play Little Nightmares 2, and then I'll play Little Nightmares 3 at some point. I have not picked up Little Nightmares 3, but I don't know. I've heard it's okay, not as good as obviously the first one because it's not the same team. So there's that. Ninja Gaiden 4. I was actually very interested in this. I just didn't pick it up. Maybe one of these days I will, because I have played the Ninja Gaiden games before, but like, yeah. Once Upon a Katamari. That is a very charming game. It does look pretty cute and such, and I do like the kind of Katamari games. I just never picked this one up. I think a lot of other stuff was coming out around that time, so that's why I didn't pick it up. SpongeBob SquarePants Titans of the Tide. I didn't mind Cosmic Shake or, Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrate. But I don't know. Again, I think it might have just been nothing like, oh, so many other games were coming out. And this came out in like, what, October? So I think there's like a lot of other games that were coming out. Like Digimon I was already playing. Ghost of Yote was out as a stream. What else came out in October that I feel like I was playing? I can't remember off the top of my head, but it's like, yeah, just a lot of stuff happening. Or even end of September. Either way, it was like, no, too close to other stuff that I was like, no, these are better. And then Marvel Cosmic Invasion. I do like the 2D scrolling beat 'em up games, and that game does look very charming and a lot of fun. So, okay, well, I could have deleted that then. Hold on. I did put the Metal Gear game in there in my games I did buy or I have, but whatever. So, alright. So yeah, that's those are the games that I didn't buy, or maybe some of them I did buy, just now haven't, been doing that. Alright, now for the games I did play that didn't make the list for one reason or another. First things first, we have Freedom Wars Remastered. I do love playing that game. I did play the original one on the Vita years and years ago when it came out. I believe it was like, God, how long ago was it? 10 years now? 2016 was that when it came out? No. 2018? Was that the same year when Persona 4 Golden came out? I can't quite remember, but and it's fun, and I know I had moments in my series of that, but it's a remaster of an old game, so that's the main reason why. Suikoden 1 and 2 remastered. It's in the name, even though I really love both of the games. I have played Suikoden 1 in the past, but I never played the second one, and being able to play the second one for the first time, made me really happy, and I'm very excited to see what they do next with the Suikoden games. Maybe they'll bring out Suikoden 3 and 4 remasters. And I think there's a 5th one. I'm not entirely sure, but I'll be very looking forward to that. Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition. That's my first time I've ever played it, but again, it's a remaster or a remake or a reimagined whatever version of an older game. That's why it's not on the list. So there's that. Bravely Default Flying Fairy. I have not played it. I do want to play that. I do want to play that as a series. Just so many games coming out right now, so many other stuff. Like, you know, we're already doing like 2D HD games of Square Enix games, and that's another one on top of it. And I really do want to play it because I played Bravely Default 2, and I really love Bravely Default 2. So I would like to play that. Deltarune Chapters 3 and 4. Deltarune is a weird thing in that I don't know when I will put that as an eligibility. Will I put that as the eligibility when the final chapter, which I believe is Chapter 7, comes out? Or is it like, well, it's never going to be on there? I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, only Chapters 3 and 4. I did like them both, but yeah, I just didn't make the list because it's not a complete game. So maybe I will just wait until the final chapter comes out. Then maybe I'll, like, as a whole, be like, yep, there it is, type thing. Raido and the Soulless Army remaster. Freaking love that game. It's a remaster, though, and I'm hoping, you know, they have a Nintendo Direct. The day I'm recording this, they have a Nintendo Partner Direct coming out the next day. So I'm hoping that some Atlas stuff shows up there. Maybe Raido 2, anything Metaphor, Persona, anything else, Snowboard Kids, Trauma Center. I would love if they brought Trauma Center back. But yeah. No Sleep for Konami Date. I did not play that. I picked it up, but I have not played it yet. I don't know. I've heard really mixed things about it. It's like not as good as the other two AI the Somnium File games, but like I do want to play it just so I can be like, hey, you know, that's that type thing. But yeah. Trails in the Sky first chapter. I love that game so fucking much. But it's a remake and a remaster of an older game. So that's why it's not on my list, even though I love that game so much. I'm very looking forward to the second one coming out sometime this year. When? I don't know. I would love it if it comes out earlier than, you know, the first one did. But and maybe they'll show that in the Switch partnership too as well. That'd be great. Pac-Man World 2 Repacked. Again, it's a remake or a remaster of an older game. I've never played Pac-Man World 2, which I've heard is vastly superior than Pac-Man World 1, which I did play that one, so. Final Fantasy Tactics, The Ivalice Chronicles. It's a remake. Love that game. I haven't even touched it yet either. That's one of those games I have not played yet because, again, just so many other things coming out. And now I'm like, well, should I make it into a Let's Play series or maybe I do it as a live stream series? I don't know. Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD 2D Remake. I did buy it. I honestly did not start playing it, though, until the start of this year. So it wasn't even going to be on the list anyway because it's a remake of older games. I'm loving both of them, by the way. Sea of the Sword of the Sea, which I believe is made by the same people that made Journey. I have not played that game. It was a free game for PlayStation Plus members of a specific tier. I honestly don't know if it still is. It probably isn't because those games don't really stay on that list for that long. So, but it does look good. I will say that it does look good. Lost Soul Aside, I picked that up. I have not played it though. And yeah, but I've heard like a lot of updates like kind of improve some of the stuff that like a lot of the stuff was wrong with it at the launch, which again, I think I was just playing so many other games. Like I think it came out a month after Expedition and, you know, 100 line, and I think I was in the process of moving, so that's like another reason why that stuff happens, which by the way, I am set up like this now. I think this is a way better setup for this. The only bad thing is my heater or central air thing is like right behind the camera. So it's like one of those things like, well, should I have my body be the thing that's behind it or should I have the camera? But the camera's not really going to pick up audio, but it still might be picked up on the mic here, which is kind of the one bad thing about it. Chronos The New Dawn. I picked it up. I have not played it. I'm very skeptical about it, though. I don't know. I've heard it's like not as what we thought it was going to be, but I don't know. I might play it at some point. Shut in Order. That's another Kodaka game. And I'm somewhat interested in it. I just haven't picked it up yet. And I don't know why that's on this one. Should be on the other one. Well, I think I was going to pick it up at some point, but I think it might have a sale right now, maybe like 20% off, but maybe that's only in Japan and maybe only the Steam version, not the Switch version. So I know they say there's a Switch 2 version coming out soon, so maybe I'll just pick that one up eventually. Silent Hill F, that I did play a little bit, not a lot though, so I didn't even beat the game. And the little bit that I did play, I did like, so there's that. So I did like the game at least for a little bit, and I will be hopefully getting back to that sometime soon here. Already talked about Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater. Mario Kart World, I did like the game. It was fun. Just not as enjoyable as some of the other games that I played. Metroid Prime 4 Beyond, I actually did just finish that game not that long ago, but I finished it, you know, at the end of January or beginning of February. End of January. So, yeah. And even if I did finish it before then, I don't think it would have made the list. I did not like it more than what my number 10 spot was. I did like it though. It was just, you know, I don't know. It's one of those things that, you know, it's a very mixed bag in my opinion, and a lot of people are like, oh, it's absolute dog shit. It's like, it's not that bad, but I digress. Octopath Traveler 0. Just haven't finished it yet. Still playing through it. Still chucking through it. We probably will finish it at some point this month in February. So here's hoping, because I am really loving that game. We're actually getting very close to how long Octopath Traveler 2 was, which was the shorter of the two series between Octopath Traveler 1 and Octopath Traveler 2. But though, to be fair, Octopath Traveler 1, I think I only made like 4. Like, there was a rare chance where any of those parts got an hour long. So there's that. Hollow Knight Silksong, still haven't beaten it yet. That's the main reason. Even though I am enjoying it, and you can catch me playing those games every Thursday at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time on the RPG Kingdom Kid channel. Link to that channel is always in the description below. Ghost of Yote, we're actually getting very close to wrapping that up. We made some good progress when I last streamed it. So I won't be surprised if the next stream or the stream after that will be the finale for that. And then maybe once I'm done with that, that's maybe when I'll get back to Silent Hill F, or there might be another game we'll play. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, obviously I just didn't beat it. Doom: The Dark Ages. I liked it, but I didn't like it as much as I liked, you know, again, the other games that I played. So, it's still a fun game. Hyrule Warriors: Age of Imprisonment. I think the story was much better in this one than it was in the previous Hyrule Warriors game, but the combat was, I mean, pretty much the same, which is okay. But yeah, again, it kind of just all boiled down to I didn't like it more than what I had at number 10, pretty much. Kirby Air Riders, I love that game. I just didn't really play too much of it. Like, I beaten a road thing one. Like, I beaten it once. So it's kind of one of those things like, did I technically beat it? Did I not beat it? So yeah. And Blueprints. I have not beaten that game. I did like it though. And by beating it, I haven't, like, you know, gotten to room 42 or whatever that room is that you gotta do in that, because I still haven't done that after, like, I think like 15 in-game days. So yeah, it's crazy. So, but all right, guys, that is my honorable mentions. And again, these were just games that I was like somewhat interested in, or had some interest in, or games I did pick up and didn't play, or games I picked up, did play, and didn't put it on the list for one reason or another. 2026 is kind of off to a good start. We haven't really we got like one game in January so far that I haven't touched yet, but we will get into that a little bit. February is a very hard-hitting one with a couple of remakes and remasters, and obviously some new games too. Obviously, the big one is Resident Evil 9 Requiem, even though it's not Resident Evil 9, but like it's Requiem. So that's going to be a good one. We got Dragon Quest 7. I freaking love the Dragon Quest games. That game, unfortunately, is not going to be on my top 10 games of 2026 because it's a reimagined, it's a remake, remaster, and so many other stuff. We have the Yakuza 3, Kiwami. That's, you know, its own issues. I think there's like one other game coming out this month that could be on there too. So, but I digress. Anyway, guys, thank you all so much again for watching this video, and let me know what games that I mentioned, like, oh, this game was in my top 10, or what games that I didn't mention either on this list or in my previous top 10 videos. So let me know, guys. So, all right. Till then, guys, take care, and I'll see you guys next time.